What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short unboxing or unpackaging video for you guys. We're doing this traditional Metal Complex style inside my vehicle. I know what one of these is. That one, I definitely know what that is. This one's extra mysterious because I don't know what it is, and I definitely was not expecting a package today. So that's interesting. Looks like a box shape. Feels like pretty heavy, like it's a knife. So that'll be interesting. I've already made cuts in that package because this would be impossible to open without having done that first. So we'll go ahead and open this up. Let me get any receipt information out of the way there. So this is my leather pouch for my crown lifter, and if I remember correctly, let me look at the front of this. Yeah, it's Tahoe Leather on Etsy is who made this. This looks awesome. So guys, I want to say I paid like 20 bucks for this. This is awesome. This is way better quality than I thought it was going to be. It's like a grade. I asked for like a sort of a seasoned looking grayish brown leather, and that's exactly what we've got here. Now, I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Let me see if I can maybe set my phone up against this seat and maybe, no, it's not going to work. Let me cut the video and get it in there. Okay, perfect. I've got it in there. So this is essentially how I'll carry this. I've got it sticking up just a little bit. I notice if I push it all the way down in there, it's kind of hard to get back out. But just like this, it's perfect. So now I can carry that on my front right-hand pocket. This will fit about any GEC 15 size knife or Victorinox Cadet size knife. But it's real nice for if I decide I want to carry this knife in my front right-hand pocket. So I can get this out with one hand. Yeah. So laying that down on there, you can see the size of that. It works really well. I imagine it'll break in really well over time, but yeah, like that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. So pretty cool. Okay, now for this other one here. This is going to be like you know what? I'm just going to use the American Lawman because I don't want to have to cut the video again. Let's see if I can get into this package without cutting my seats open. Let me grab this here. Make a quick cut. There we go. Okay, now let's open this up. What do we have here? This is very interesting to me. What could this possibly be? Oh! I remember now. I remember. Oh my gosh, this came so fast. Okay, so if you guys dig really far back in my videos, I did a video where I put in the thumbnail Simon Cowell's face is in it, and it's a Smith & Wesson. It's a very black tactical looking knife. It actually ended up being like a rescue. I called it something else. It was the Extreme Ops Black Tanto is what I called it. It was the Extreme Ops rescue knife or Black Tanto rescue knife or something like that. And I hated it. And to this day, that video is my most, in fact, every other video I've done, I think has a positive like to dislike ratio, and it's pretty heavily positive. But that video really made some people mad. And there are a lot of, there are a lot of people really like, you know, pretty much disliking me personally in every way for having said what I said about that knife. Now, back then, this was more still a hobby. I wasn't taking this channel nearly as seriously as I do now, and I never expected it to grow. So I was doing my kind of nonchalant in a vehicle reviews, and or in a vehicle like I'm doing right now, actually, but I was doing the whole review in there, and I just picked it apart. And to be fair, the knife that I was showing was not 100% brand new, but it was barely used. I mean, the guy who owned it kept it in his desk at work, and the only reason the paint was coming off of it because it was rolling around in his desk. But I was like, man, this knife is barely, you know, it's barely a few months old, and it's just like falling apart. And so, and I reviewed it back then. That was back when I did more negative reviews, and I don't like doing that, so I try to stay away from that. But I thought, okay, people really hate that. I'm not gonna change my mind, but I am gonna give it a more professional style review, tabletop overhead review. So let me go ahead. For those of you who have not watched that video, I invite you to go watch it. I'm not gonna take it down just so that you guys know exactly what I don't want to, you know, just remove anything that has a negative, you know, that people don't like. Just because they don't like it, I don't want to remove it. But this is the exact same knife, brand new, and I'm gonna review it again. This feels just as bad as the first one. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna review this knife again, and give it a professional tabletop review, and that way, you know, I can I can explain more thoroughly why I think what I think about it. To a lot of people, you know, watching this, it's going to be obvious that I'm not going to be overly nice to it. But I thought if there's any knife on my channel that deserves a second review, or you know, a review that goes into more detail and explains why I feel the way that I feel about it, it's this knife. So that is going to happen. Anyways, this was a weird unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, then please subscribe to my channel because there is definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.